Aisha and welcome to my podcast. Today we are going to talk about my school memories. Yes, you heard me right. We are going to talk about my school memories. So, my family is different from the rest of the families where I live. How? Well, at the place that I live, my family is the best at speaking English. My mother is an English teacher, my dad is an English book writer, and I, the one and only oldest daughter, thanks to my father, I started learning English when I was 2 months old. And thanks to him, I can speak English better than my mother and better than my classmates. Let's get into my first memory. Okay, so one day when I was in my religion and moral culture class, my teacher told something funny and so I cracked. My friend that sat near me told me to shut up, but he wasn't too serious, so I laughed more until my whole classmates cracked up. Okay, so to give you information about me, that I'm a crackhead, an origami freak, a walking, talking dictionary, a bird lover, and a total introvert. The second one is about me being a crackhead again. Let's move on to the second one. When I was at 4th grade, one of my teachers sometimes gave us a free period. But most of the time, he was a strict teacher. So one day, our teacher said, "If you'll be quiet, I'll give you a free period." So we were silent as a rock. After a few minutes, he said, "Okay, class, you can have a free period." Then we screamed, "Yay!" But then he said, "But not to anyone that is happy." So we faked crying. But I couldn't handle this and cracked up really hard. Let's get to the day's last memory. When I was at 5th grade, we had a science teacher. We'll call her Mrs. Adams. She was the sweetest teacher that I had. One day, she told us to write something that had 5 questions, then answer it. While I was writing, she pointed at me and said, "Aisha, why don't you come up and answer these questions?" Then I said, "But I haven't finished it yet." She said, "Oh, don't worry, it's okay." While I was going to the board, one of my classmates stared at me like, "Why, you little..." I was gonna answer that. That's it, folks. Please don't forget to follow so you won't miss a podcast. Stay tuned and keep on listening.